What is the full pack? Today we're going to be talking about a situation that I find really deeply disturbing about the police force. Now, this situation is starting to make me think that the crazy side of my fellow LGBTQ members had a point back in 2020. And that is the whole defunding the police shit. And obviously, that's just like an over exaggeration. But if you saw what happened, I think literally just today, actually. If you guys don't know, Jideon is a really good guy. He catches predators and all of that. Basically does what the police refuse to do. And yeah, he just does good work. He does good work. He's a good person, and he makes sure that the predator is caught no matter what. And I think that that is good stuff. Now, some people say that his practices are a little bit skewed, like when he went to that hotel and actually told the owner that this is bigger than you. Stop telling us to stop recording. What the fuck happened? He basically was telling the owner off because the owner was actively saying do not record, which, you know, that's a little bit disrespectful, but also Jideon's not wrong. I mean, this was way bigger than the owner could ever imagine, and also it's literal documentation of something illegal. However, that's not what we're on about today, though I think that's what a part of it is about. So you don't know, today, if you haven't been catching up with Jideon, he almost got arrested. That's right, he almost got arrested today for catching predators. And people may be saying, oh, there's probably more to the story. No, I highly doubt that. And here's the problem with this, is that he's basically getting in trouble for doing the cop's job. Which, like, fair enough. That's fair. Vigilantism is a little bit skewed. Like, I don't understand why vigilantism is so frowned upon. I get that people can get hurt, but if you have the correct stuff and you play all the cards right, then I don't see the problem. And Jideon definitely had the cards set in his favor to where nobody can really attack him. Obviously, no matter what you do, somebody's gonna eventually maybe get shot. Like, you can't stop a bullet. But Jideon actively works with people, like a whole group, so the chances of him getting shot are slim. And I doubt this is the reason that the police decide to try to arrest him. I think that they do it because, they're upset that somebody's doing their jobs for them, even though they actively refuse to do said jobs. So here's the sickening part about all of this, is that he got in trouble just the other day on his newest predator catching video, where the DA or something like that. I actually made a video about this a couple days ago. About the DA actively saying, like, oh, let the predator go. Literally let the person who could put children in danger go. And that was sickening enough. But to hear that Jideon is actively getting arrested, but the police let predators go, that's so sickening. Like, this is actively sickening. Now, obviously not all police are like this, because there's something I forgot to mention in the video about the DA actively saying let the predator go, is that the police themselves didn't want to let the predator go. They didn't understand why Jideon was getting in trouble by the DA. They thought that he was doing honest work, but yeah. And then he had a talk with the general, and then for some fucking reason, they refused to give him his ID or something like that. I don't know, bro. This is all weird. And it's really disgusting, really. And I'm gonna say it. This is gonna be my conspiracy theory video. This is the video where people start thinking that I've lost my mind, but there's no other way to slice it. I think the police are doing this so then they can get away with their bosses and everybody being pedophiles. Like, I'm sorry, but there's so many signs pointing to the fact that the police are, or the fucking government and government officials and everything that has to do with politics, I'm sorry to say, but I honestly believe that they're all pedophiles. Because there's no reason that this should be happening. Like, everything with the Epstein files not being released, and them making a whole fucking joke about it, not taking it seriously, even though there was children involved. And then all of this about pedophile hunters and, like, decoys and stuff, they're getting in trouble, they're gonna get jail time, but the actual pedophiles aren't. That's disgusting. There's no way that this isn't all connected. It has to be. Like, seriously. I don't know, man. This is all disgusting. I'm sorry if I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but that's really all I can put it up to. Is that they work for pedophiles, so they're like, in their registry, they have to not take pedophile stuff seriously. And I hate to say this, I honestly do want to believe that our government are good people. But I can't trust them now. After hearing that they're gonna actually punish Jideon for catching pedophiles, but not the pedophiles themselves, I can't support that. I can't. And, there's gonna be those Trump supporters and everything, those conservatives that say, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't do this kind of job. Oh, okay, so let your children be touched. That's basically what you're saying. And the most sickening part is that the people who are in power, who are actively saying, don't arrest pedophiles and, but catch the pedophile hunters, are the same fucking people who say, oh, don't let trans people exist because they're pedophiles. Buster, hate to break it to you, but if you're actively not allowing pedophile hunters to do their fucking job, then I hate to break it to you, but you're actively allowing pedophiles. It's all a card game. That's all it is. This is all a card game for the government. And I hate to say this. I hate to be all conspiracy theory and all of that. Welcome to conspiracy theory and all that shit. But what else can you really say about this? What else can you really say? They actively paint trans people as these big old pedophiles. They actively say the LGBTQ are just full of pedophiles, but then actively say you can't catch pedophiles. Dude, this is all a card game for them. They're playing it all in these people's favors, and they're getting away with it. Because, unfortunately, the Republican side, I'm not on either political side, both sides can go to fucking hell, but, what else can you say other than this is all connected and that this is all manipulated by them? And the Republican Party is bigger than anything else. The Republican Party is in power right now, It's just a whole big thing. It's just, I don't know what else to say, dude. And people are gonna be like, oh, you're just woke. People are gonna call me a woke liberal and everything. I'm not even a liberal, but okay. But, like, what else can I say other than this is disgusting? This is all planned out. This is all intentional by the government, because the police are the government, or they're an extension of the government. They work for the government are pedophiles, therefore they don't take pedophile cases seriously. However, whoa, voice crack. However, they will actively paint trans people as pedophiles and say, oh, we need to catch these pedophiles. What do you think we're trying to do? But you guys won't do that. You only do that if it involves the LGBTQ. And then the news, they pay the news out. They pay the news. And then they pay the news to fucking say that trans people are bad. Trans people bad. Oh, buddy boy, all these trans people are bad. But then refuse to do reports on, like, actual pedophiles. I mean, actual pedophiles. You know what I'm trying to say. But it's just all... It's all the fucking domino effect. And they're the ones setting up the dominoes. Like, we all try to make the truth out and put the truth out. But the real truth is that the government have made a domino effect that works in their favor. So nothing can happen to them. Now, not to get political or anything, but there's even the whole Trump thing. Notice how the past two presidents have had something about pedophilia outright in the open, and they both somehow got elected still. Okay, that's a little bit concerning, but, you know, whatever. It's just it's a joke, dude. These are all jokes. And now, I'm not going to sit here and say that the government haven't done good things. They have. But what else can I say about this? Back to the topic at hand, it is really disgusting that Jideon is getting arrested for doing or catching pedophiles. Also, it's kind of funny that even YouTube is like, oh, you can't catch pedophiles, they're funded by Google, and in turn getting paid, and then Google is getting paid by the government to entertain people. So, yeah, again, it's all a big game for them. Oh, but then and then they also say to get them off the back so then people don't actually think that the government works for YouTube or works with YouTube. The government says that YouTube's bad, you know, all entertainment's bad. But it's all just a way to manipulate people into thinking that YouTube is not funded by the government and Google's not funded by the government. I don't know what else to say, really. That's all I really have to say about this. This highlights something way darker. Like, on the surface, it's already bad enough that Jideon is getting arrested for this, but it exposes a lot more than just stuff with Jideon. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. I thought this was something important to talk about, and yeah, see ya.